I'm Summer, and welcome to Lockdown Lounge,
where we show you how to have happy hour from home. Hi, Summer.
Hi, Myris. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You know what we're doing today, Myris? What is it today?
Oh, we are doing them sweater weather cocktails.
Sweater weather. You know, you gotta have some sweater weather.
Oh, sweater weather. Oh, God, I win. Finally, sweater weather.
We win some sweaters because it's sweater weather. You know that reference?
I do, but I don't know if everybody, the folks at home do. But you know, if you do, then laugh along. So guys, we're gonna be doing classic cocktails that you would have when that guy Jack is nipping at your nose and you're sitting by the fireplace and you want to get all warm and cozy with your significant others. Usually
in sweaters.
In your sweaters. Usually in sweater cocktails, you might find flavors like cranberry, pumpkin. You'll get a lot of your hot cocktails, a lot of your maybe milk-based cocktails, stuff that just warms you up and makes you go, ah. And with that being said, Summer, what are you making for us today?
I'm sorry. Okay.
You like my eye?
I did, girl. I liked your eye. So I'm cheating because sometimes the best cocktails are the simplest, and this one is really warm and it's tasty. And I am going to show you one way, but I'm also going to tell you about an easier way to make it. So I am doing a spiked apple cider, a spiked hot apple cider, and I am not Babish, so I am not going to show you how to make the apple cider because I ain't that talented. But what I am going to tell you is that you can very easily just get some apple cider from the grocery store, put it in a jar, and put it in the microwave until it's nice and steamy. I don't know if you can see steam, but it's very hot.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's about 1 cup of store-bought apple cider. This is like the non-filtered, like basically the organic stuff, so it really tastes like apples. And it's just 1 cup of that. And I'm just gonna pour it in a mug.
I like that mug.
It's so I don't know if you can see, but it's red on the inside, so it's nice and So yeah. All that is right here in here is just regular apple cider, and then this is where it gets fun. So most people, when they think of spiced rum, I use spiced rum. You can use bourbon, you can use rye, you can use cognac, you can use brandy, you can use regular rum, dark rum. I chose spiced rum because I think it really complements the spices in the apple cider. And I actually like Bacardi spiced rum versus Captain Morgan. I think it's actually a little more affordable too. So I'm just gonna put 1.5 ounces of spiced rum into my already warmed cider.
Hey, with the count on lock, with the pour count.
I have a little, cinnamon stick. That's gonna be my garnish, and there you go. So that's one way to do it. When I made this cocktail for my bar, it was difficult to keep cider warm and like made to order behind the bar. So what I did instead is I bought the cider packets, the instant cider packets that you can get from the grocery store next to like the Swiss hot chocolate and all of that. And if you do it that way, all you would do is put 1.5 ounces of rum into a mug, put an entire packet of the cider mix into that, and then just add a cup of hot water. And a lot of bars have like kettles, electric kettles or something behind the bar, so you can just pour it in. You can do it at home too. Just have the packet of cider and then add hot water, and there you go, instant.
And packet cider is actually really delicious, guys.
I actually prefer the packet. Don't judge me. I prefer the packet cider to the bottled cider. The reason why I have the bottled cider instead of packet cider is I asked my stagehand to go to the grocery store and get me some cider, the packet cider, and he came back with the bottle because he said he couldn't find it. He's a man. They don't spend all that time looking. I told him what y'all it was in, but whatever. So we made do. We made do with what we had, and it's still going to be nice and warm for the sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Delicious, and yeah, and it is what it is. So Iris,
All
back to
right.
you.
Well, I guess I'm up.
Should
All
I
right.
explain that's ounce and a half? Like, I just poured thinking.
She did. Oh, I kind of explained
Kind
it.
of did it.
What Summer did, if y'all noticed, she had what is called a pour spout at
Right
the top
here,
of
if you look at the bottle, this is a pour spout. And I was trying to hold it up because I didn't want to change the direction of my camera. So I was trying to show, so I didn't go, typically you go completely up, but I just did it at an angle so that I can keep everything in frame. But if you get down to the counts, a certain count will be a certain ounce. Like, depending on how slow you count or how fast you count, somebody will do a 4 count as 2 ounces, and some would do a 4 count as 1 ounce. When I first started bartending, well, this is gonna be the next video, so we'll stop.
And we should, real quick, we should explain that different bars measure their liquor different ways. So you have seen us do it with our jiggers that measure them out, and then you have the bar that me and Summer used to work at together that does pour spouts and goes by the counting method. So I was applauding her on her counting of her 1 ounce pour. I'm a slower counter, so my
that was an ounce and a half, but yeah, you're a little slower on your.
I'm a little slow on my pour, so you know I get a little. All right, so here's my cocktail, guys. I picked a bourbon pumpkin smash cocktail today. We just got out from Thanksgiving, and I had a big behind pumpkin that I didn't want to waste. I'm not very versed in pumpkin, but I took a shot at it, okay? And I made a nice pumpkin syrup that's gonna go in it. I actually have a recording of me making this pumpkin syrup. It took a lot of love and a lot of mistakes, and hopefully our beautiful, wonderful editor, John, will be able to put it in here.
There, boys and girls, it's Myris. You know, none of y'all really see the grunt work that me and Summer put in to make something stuff for Lockdown Lounge. So you about to get a first-hand look at me making some pumpkin puree for my cocktail out of my big old pumpkin from Thanksgiving. Lego. I'm gonna rotate this. Rotate this ham biscuit.
Rotate it.
Rotate the ham biscuit. Right. Now it's all off
away
the
from your
cutting board.
fingers.
These are gonna be my 2 pieces. I'm gonna have to clean the mess out of this table. Are you even showing my face right now, or are you on my boobs? This is not binging for boobish right now. Were you even showing me, sir?
Yes, I was.
This is my camera.
Getting everything.
Guys. This is my camera crew. Now I'm gonna take our spoon and get all this extra gunk out of it. My stagehand gave me a small spoon, but we're gonna work with it. Actually, no, I refuse. Cut again. Now that's what I'm talking about. All right, now we got something to get in this junk.
Do you know what you're doing?
Not really. See? Hollowed out.
Looks good.
So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna do the same thing. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We hollowed out both. And now we're gonna put them in the oven. Let's go. All right, y'all, pumpkins are out of the oven. How do I know they ready to come out? Because you stick a knife in them. And if it goes in easy, they ready to go. Okay, so after the pumpkin cools, the skin should peel right off of it. I did not record that part because my impatient behind just tried to peel it and burnt my stuff up getting the skin off of the pumpkin. So that was embarrassing, and I don't want to show that. So now I have all the pumpkin pieces in my bowl. I'm gonna take my nice wooden spoon and I'm just gonna start mashing, guys. Just start mashing that up, okay? Alright, so I put a good amount of it in the blender. And now I'm just gonna add ginger, honey, agave, because y'all know I love my agave, some fresh cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and some vanilla extract. And I got some hot water boiling. All right, you hear that tea kettle whistling? Let's try to match that pitch. Let's do some Mariah Carey stuff right now. Can't do it. All right, done. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my hot water and add it into my mix. And we blend. Always make sure you taste in between. Ooh, alrighty guys, so I added a little more hot water and some more vanilla extract and cinnamon to get more of a syrupy kind of texture to it. But here's the end result for my pumpkin spice syrup. I think it came out really beautiful. It looks great, and it's going to taste great tomorrow in my bourbon pumpkin smash cocktail.
With that being said, let me get started with what I'm putting in this drink today. I'm going to be using Basil Hayden.
Ooh, yes, girl. I love me some basil.
Me too. And this is Basil Hayden Dark Rye. For those of you who don't know about Basil Hayden as a bourbon, it is so smooth. I love me a good smooth bourbon. This one in particular, guys, is a Kentucky straight rye whiskey blended with Canadian rye whiskey and port. So without, saying this is going to be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my shaker tin. I'm going to put myself down so y'all can see it. Put it in Babish form.
Hello, girls. Nice to see you.
Shh. All right. So grab my shaker tin. I'm going to grab my ice real quick. And, I'm just going to fill up my shaker tin with ice. And I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of the Basil Hayden. So, woo. Okay. And then I'm going to add about 1/2 ounce of my wonderful pumpkin syrup. And by the way, in the video, guys, one ingredient that I forgot or I didn't have at the time to make this was pumpkin spice seasoning. So I had to go get that today, and I just added it and I shook it up. So it's in here now. Then I'm going to add 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice. It's green, so it's going to look a little weird on camera because of my green screen. I'm going to add 1 ounce of lemon juice. And I'm just going to shake this up, okay? So we're going to just put our top on. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your food. And then what you're supposed to do is I have a nice highball glass with a nice cinnamon rim around it, guys. And I'm just going to.
Just cinnamon, or did you do like cinnamon and sugar?
I did cinnamon and brown sugar. Thank you. Oh, it's a cinnamon sugar mixture. Okay. So it's a nice seasoning I picked up at the store. And I'm just gonna add ice cubes to it if I can. Oh Lord, I'm trying.
You at home? This is happy hour at home, not at the bar.
I'm trying to be fancy, but forget that. So then, guys, you strain. Strain. You top with a little bit of soda water. Guess you one of the girls done shook this up. Tuna, cut the commercial.
Morning. Fortunately, we still have Schweppes Club Soda. So deliciously light and refreshing. Schweppes.
Right.
You sure you haven't started drinking already?
All right. And so then you top it with your soda water like I did, and the recipe says to give it just one little stir to mix it in. And that's it. Okay? And with that being said, cheers, Summer.
Cheers.
Think. Oh. And I didn't just drink my drink. How's yours?
Mine's almost gone. Can't you tell?
Is that good? All right, I'm going to try mine now.
It's really tasty, actually. This looks interesting. I'm not a big pumpkin person.
Usually, I'm not a huge pumpkin person either, but I do like this. Usually, when I have pumpkin cocktails, they're like milk-based and cream-based and all stuff. This is different, and it's more up my alley because I'm not much of a cream-based drinking kind of gal. Every once in a while, I like a little bit of Bailey's and Kahlua and such. But as far as like drinks that I can have a few of, this is what I would be drinking. I might have eased up on the lemon juice a little bit, guys. So maybe not 1 ounce, maybe 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. Because it's a little tart. But I do love the pumpkin. I think I did a good job with my pumpkin puree.
Good for you. you know, Marcel, I think Marcel would really like that cocktail. He's all about the pumpkin spice, pumpkin. I always tell him like he's super basic when it comes to pumpkin. But anyway, with that being said, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that thumb up, please. That will help us out greatly. And stay tuned for part 2, where we dive into some tea.
And like always, guys, drink responsibly. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Down. This is the lockdown, 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 lockdown.